Hi cadets, and here we are again with another video, and it's long awaited, I know. We've been away for a little while, but we've not been sitting doing nothing. We've been very busy in the background on game development and lots of other things we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to give you an insight to everything that's been going on over the last few months and what's going to be going on in the near future. Coming up in this video, we're going to be going behind the scenes with Cosmic Force game development to see exactly what's been going on. We're going to be talking about working closer with Epic Games as we look to get on the Epic Game Store. We're looking at Kickstarter and how it could bring in thousands of new players. We're going to be talking about Epic Mega Grants and what that means to Cosmic Force. We'll also be talking about IMDB and listing Cosmic Force alongside top shelf games. We're talking about Cosmic Blockchain and what changes are taking place. As well as that, we're going to be looking into the mining claims and the up and coming launch of the rewards in September. Also, we're going to be looking into the future and seeing what's in store for Cosmic Force. Cosmic Force came to life over a year ago, and since then we've been really busy in the background. And because we're building a game, we want it to be AAA standard, and we're only a small company, we're a small independent company. It's been fraught with quite a few challenges along the way, but we've been able to overcome challenges, and we are where we are right now, and this is an exciting time to be in. Even though Cosmic Force is a blockchain game, the most important side to everything we're doing is gameplay, playability, the standard of the game that we're actually making. Cosmic Force is a very small team. You could class us as an independent or indie game development company, and as such we've done things in a different way. We need to build up from the ground up, and it's going to take time. Everything seems to take longer when you're developing, and some of the work that we've been doing we're going to show you today, and basically show you behind the curtain on what's been going on when it comes to actual game development. Cosmic Force is a blockchain game, but we're not concentrating on blockchain being the driving force. The driving force has got to be the game, it's got to be the playability, it's got to be the addictiveness of the game, and also the missions and the story and everything about Cosmic Force that brings it all together. And the thing that is exciting is that it's backed up with the blockchain, it's backed up with crypto, it's backed up with digital assets and the security that all brings. And this is the magic of Cosmic Force as we put it together right now. What's the first most important part of Cosmic Force? Is it the game? Is it the dApps? Is it the story? No, I'll tell you, it's you. You guys are the most important part of Cosmic Force. Now, we've said this all along, that you're important, but now you're more important than ever, and we're really proud of every single member that's joined Discord and become an active part of Cosmic Force. And I think as a community we're building one of the strongest communities within the crypto arena, and also you know, within the gaming arena as well, because both the crypto and gaming can be quite fickle, and together we seem to be standing quite strong. And even though over the last months there's been a lot of turbulence when it comes to actual crypto, and I'm pretty sure things are going to change in the near future, but we're all sort of strapped in, and we're sort of pushing forward with everything that we're doing. What's number 2 in the list? Well, number 2 in the list I think has got to be the initial development of the game itself. Cosmic Force as a story and as a game has existed for quite a few years, even before Cosmic Force as we know it now. So originally You know, as you see behind, pretty much like Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars. I went and saw Star Wars in 1977. I remember in Preston, Lancashire, and it just blew my mind. Now, Cosmic Force, it's not Star Wars, but you might have guessed it's got some influence in there, and the influence that we have in there, it's all respectful to Star Wars, and we love everything about Star Wars, but Cosmic Force has got its own story and it's different. Cosmic Force as we know it now is actually taken from an idea we had in 2018, where we decided to put together Cosmic Force 8-bit version, and this was for an old computer called the Commodore 64. Like some of you may know this computer. At the time we were doing documentaries for retro computing, and we did a documentary called The Commodore Story. The third most important achievement over the last year has got to be on the DApp side, and we're talking about the crypto side. So we launched the CFX token. CFX is the in-game token and will be used right across the board for purchasing land, purchasing mining, purchasing spaceships, new weapons, new skins, everything like that. So as time goes on, we expect more and more volume to be building up within CFX. On the crypto side, there's been quite a lot built, including one of the latest updates, which is the marketplace. As Cosmic Force grows, the marketplace is going to become more and more important. It's the trading hub, it's the economic centre of Cosmic Force. All trades are done with CFX, and so, of course, this gives more buy pressure on CFX as time goes on. The marketplace is the heartbeat of Cosmic Force.
Welcome, Cadet, to Cosmic Force. I'm lead game designer, Matt Fletcher, and I'd like to go through a whole range of things in this video with you, from what we've been up to what we're going to do within the game. So, let's first look at an overview on what you can do currently within the game that you can download on our Discord right now. With this video update, we want to give just a little bit more clarity on what can be done in the game currently. Because there are actually quite a few people that either have no time to play the game or have no means of playing the game, and they're just interested in Cosmic Force. So we want to go a little bit deeper into the gameplay that you can see right now.
Enemy sighted.
Even though we're still in a pre-alpha, we want to give as much varied gameplay as we can, while still keeping it focused on what actually is available. From doing a capture the core mission, to a team deathmatch, free-for-all, and then all the way to extraction on the big open world yellow map. And within these maps, we've been updating the guns, implementing the jetpack, making the off-road vehicle work, as other people would call it, the buggy, the car, and making sure that this all works without all the bugs that come along with it. I know within the gaming world, especially first-person shooter types, guns are so important, not just the way that they look, but the way that they handle and sound. And also their purpose within the group of guns that exist. I really wanted to make the guns that we have here as custom as Cosmic Force as we possibly can. I've been overhauling the guns that are going to be in the next pre-alpha release. Let's look first at the assault rifle called the Aggressor 218. This is in the same family as the new machine gun, the Berator 308. A very sturdy, very robust metal box type of gun. It's absolutely standard, nothing too extra on these, and they are just pure ordinary guns within the fantastic world of Cosmic Force. Next, we have the new sniper, the modular combination weapon. The MC7 7th version, this configuration is, in particular, just a sniper. In the future there will be more fantastical weapons, more upgraded weapons, and more unique type of weapons. But starting off, just trying to give it just that baseline, that's Cosmic Force. Just like Star Wars, just like Dune, just like anything like that. And with this sniper, we wanted to change the way that it zoomed in. Instead of a full screen PNG that was before, we wanted to update it that you actually zoom in within the scope itself without affecting the FPS like crazy. So the system that we originally were looking at was picture-in-picture, dual render sort of idea where there's a plane and you have a second camera that gets projected onto there. But every single time you zoom in, the FPS was too crazy, you know. So we have another way where we just zoom in with a post-processed material and still tweaking it, but at the moment it looks good and it works well. You know, it works perfectly as any other weapon, which is good news for the frame rate side of the game. We are also happy with how the jetpack is working within the game. Not too overpowered. We didn't want it to be that now you have a jetpack and it feels like everyone else needs a jetpack. And the jetpack will run out of stamina as you fly along. So if you try to fly across the map too far, it'll eventually run out and you would need to save it. Make sure you don't hit the ground when you are falling, yeah. And then you can carry on your business, and this is to make sure that we're not turning it into some sort of flying vehicle, because those are coming in the future. It's supposed to complement the gameplay that's already existing within the on-foot, in-car sort of gameplay that we're looking to create. We're trying to create the balance, and I think we've achieved that with the jetpack so far. And don't think just because you have a jetpack, now you're OP amongst everyone else, because actually they can aim up, shoot you in the sky, so you have to really be careful when you're going to fly and when not to run out of stamina. The current state of Cosmic Force right now is a game within a game, which is the Stellara Academy. And this allows us to have a test bed of having all the different mechanics, different maps and worlds that we've been doing within separate levels, instead of jumping straight to the massive open world. Think of something like Star Citizen or No Man's Sky. You know, it's more manageable way of doing it right now. And within the Stellara Academy, you have Sim 1, Sim 2, and another Sim coming very soon, which has a different type of gameplay within it, let's say. But Sim 1 has all the most ordinary basic game modes that you can imagine so far, which is Team Deathmatch, Free For All, and Capture the Cores, which is a type of domination, you know, hold these areas and make sure you hold them as long as you possibly can. And these are good for people that just want quick game, and will especially be good for the multiplayer aspect of the game once we release that.
Don't fucking die!
And for Sim 2, this is the yellow planet, the second planet away from the closest star to this TRAPPIST system. And this is one of the hostile worlds, a lot of dust storms, but a lot of resources which you can see mining within this level. And this is our first attempt at the open world and the challenges that come with that through optimization, trying to make sure people aren't bored while they're playing, driving from place to place, which, you know, a car is definitely needed, and other methods of travel like the jetpack to get between places, maintaining clarity where to go, especially through the dust storms. With the aid of the minimap and the Gauss rifle that has the targeting system inside, you'll be able to get through the storms no problem. To get to each outpost and collect each plate core from the enemy occupied bases and returned to your base with the fastest time possible. In the future, multiplayer with your teammates, you get around, you learn where the cores are, and yeah, get back as fast as possible. Maybe you'll kill as many opponents as you can, get the highest score there too.
Well done, Cadet. You have retrieved the first plate core and secured it from the hostile.
I have the first plate.
And along the way, you'll be able to run over as many opponents as you can as well. And those will be tracked with the new stat system that we have going, and have the game saving the progress that you have. So within each sim, within each level, they're also going to be completed as well. You'll be able to complete the levels and then look at the stats that you have. When you start the game, you notice there's a voice that plays overhead. That is a very famous guy within the crypto world, Guy Turner. And he has most graciously allowed us to use his voice as an AI guide within the game.
Your objective is to find and unlock all secure rooms containing plate cores and bring them back here to the starting base. Not all secure rooms contain the plate cores, so do choose wisely.
Guy, aka Mr. Stellara, is an AI version of a scientist from eons before, back on Earth. And this goes part and parcel with the story that we're still in development with. The grand story from the very start, hundreds of years later, all the way now to the TRAPPIST system, to what's going on with this particular colony, trying to expand their way to the other planets. And within that, we have a vast story that we want to go show over the next months and years, not even just in the game, but through other medium. Guy's character and other characters within the game are very important, including your own character that you start with. And he also has an AI voice that is actually voiced by me.
Let's collect all the cores. Get back to base in one piece, yeah?
Of course, the voice that you hear doesn't sound like me at all, because that is also using AI, where I record in and it changes the voice enough to make it sound like someone else. But the accent and the intensity, that is all me, and we can have many, many more voices going on throughout the enemies and new voices that would come to your own character in the future through customization.
Excited.
The current planets you can play on right now are the yellow planet, the magenta planet, and the blue planet. And each planet has a different gravity. So you'll notice within the game that we've changed and tweaked things a little bit to match more of what the gravity should be on these planets. The yellow planet being the densest planet, the biggest and densest so far, which is closest to Earth. So that is almost a 1-to-1 for Earth. For the magenta and the blue planet, the magenta is slightly smaller than the blue, which is similar on the way to our moon. So you'll notice now that the gravity is a lot less, which gives a different type of gameplay than what you've been playing so far. And within each planet, there's a different weather type. For the blue planet, you're getting a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of sun, with very intense intervals. 1 minute, you're getting sun blasted in your face as you're running up the hill, and the next, you're getting smacked across the face with heavy rain. Sometimes heavy fog will impair your vision, which comes in handy for the Gauss rifle. And on the yellow planet, you'll have dust storms come in and out, with visibility going very close to zero, with most planets having a night and day cycle. Within any map, we've been trying to optimize as much as we possibly can, while also trying to keep as many cool elements as we can, which is of course quite a difficult challenge for most companies, and trying to keep the bugs as least as possible as well. So within each launch, we implement something new, more bugs, more optimization challenges, and then smoothing those over again and again. That's been the general process. So when it gets onto the Epic Game Store, we should have something working very nice that most computers can run on. Of course, we're trying to make something that feels next gen, but also trying to make something that works at the same time. You know, balancing the gameplay with the visuals, the concept, It is all quite a challenge. And as we are looking to build a team, we are expanding ourselves into looking at the Epic Games Mega Grant and also get ourselves onto Kickstarter. And this is to get the ability to have more people to make models, make 3D assets within the game, and also help us build out these levels and eventually have the grand open world that we're looking to make. Because it is quite a lot of work, and for a team as small as ours, definitely not feasible, and we need all the help that we can get, while also making sure everything works out financially for everyone involved. After each new release, I see people playing the game, I see what they like and what they don't like, but regardless, to seeing them play it gives me so much excitement, it gives me so much passion to keep going, to keep making something bigger and better. And saying that, the next stages of gameplay that we're looking at is finally getting out into space. Virtually, of course, still in the Stellar Academy, while also looking at the tasty adventure of the multiplayer. That would be something big and something quite epic indeed. And I look forward to fighting against and battling against any of you wishing and daring to try.
We're going to be putting Cosmic Force forward for an Epic Mega Grant. Now, why do we want to get a grant from Epic? Well, first of all, there's some hard cash involved which can come in very, very useful towards development, and I'll talk a little bit more on that very shortly. But most of all, if you're awarded a Mega Grant from Epic, it gives a real seal of approval that Epic think your project is actually a good project to be on the Epic Game Store. If we are awarded a grant, first of all, it's going to give that seal of approval from Epic. It's going to open the door for the YouTube channel, which has over 1 million subscribers, and potentially they could do a little report, a little video on Cosmic Force and publish it on the Epic YouTube channel, which would be absolutely awesome. And then importantly, the funds that we do get for the Cosmic Force application will be using towards getting more distinctive digital assets made, you know, whether it's specific spaceships or buildings, or, you know, if you look at Star Wars, instantly you see a scene from Star Wars, you can see, oh, that's Star Wars. Well, we need the same thing to happen with Cosmic Force, that somebody can see a snippet of gameplay or even just a screenshot and they know distinctively what I'm looking at there, it's Cosmic Force. So we're going to be launching Cosmic Force on Epic Game Store. Now, Epic Game Store has over 260 million subscribers. Now, they may not all be online at the same time, doesn't matter, there's 260 million to start with, so it only takes a small amount to be online. But the important thing is that for Cosmic Force, this opens a shop window, and the shop window into Epic is a big shop window. We're going to launch in early access. Now, the early access for download, it may come a little bit later, but first of all we can start with the shop window. And the shop window is going to include videos, images, lots of information about Cosmic Force, and very importantly, it'll include links to social media, including Discord. We're looking for you guys to welcome the new gamers into the community. And remember, some gamers may not know anything about crypto, so be gentle with them. And the main thing is Cosmic Force is about the game, and we need to align ourselves in the traditional gaming world as well as being in crypto. So at the moment we have like our feet in two camps. Getting listed on Epic Game Store with early access is going to be great for the publicity of Cosmic Force and the exposure that it's going to give. Potentially thousands of gamers can come through the shop window of Epic Game Store and become like members of Discord and actually gamers and players in Cosmic Force. So this is exciting stuff. But there's another side to it. The Epic Game Store will bring in revenue. Now the first $1 million in revenue is commission free, so we don't need to pay anything to Epic. After $1 million, there's a 5% fee that needs to be given to Epic. And this is why when it comes to the grants, the mega grants, they want to back projects that they deem as being potentially successful, and getting the mega grant from Epic will be the seal of approval, meaning they believe we can do over 1 million sales on the Epic Game Store. We've decided that all revenue that comes in from the Epic Game Store for early access is going to be put into the Cosmic Force treasury and used towards liquidity of the tokens and also game rewards, as well as development, as it should do. And this way it brings in CFX and Cosmic liquidity. So Kickstarter, why Kickstarter? Well, part of the mega grant process means you need to prove and show that you have multiple revenue streams for developing the game, because of course they want the game to be finished and published and to be successful on the Epic Game Store. So one of the revenue streams that they see for funding is actually Kickstarter, and Kickstarter over the years has been a traditional way that indie games have been able to start their funding to get where they are now. I mean, okay, we can talk about Star Citizen, and we know that there's been quite a unique path for them, and not every story is a good story when it comes to Kickstarter. Let me tell you about WaveM Studios and Kickstarter. So we have used Kickstarter for many years, and actually probably since 2016 we've used Kickstarter to fund and help projects, including documentaries that we've done. And over the time we've had over 3,000 backers, but also we have over 300 that backed the early version of Cosmic Force. Now the early version of Cosmic Force, as we've described before, was the 8-bit version on one of the old retro computers, an 8-bit shoot 'em up it was, for the Commodore 64. And this was a successful campaign, and as all of them, they were all successful campaigns, and you can look up the history there. So with Kickstarter we have a good history, and the way we see Kickstarter is there are thousands and thousands of gamers that use Kickstarter, and they're potential customers for Cosmic Force. So it's not about raising big funds with Kickstarter. No, that's not what it's about. It's about bringing in the gamers, bringing in the community, and Kickstarter is one other way of doing that. And so as part of what we're doing, we will generate some funds. I'm sure it's not going to be like crazy funds that we generate from Kickstarter, but the most important thing is if we can bring gamers, we can bring new community members in via Kickstarter, then it's done its job. Any revenue from Kickstarter is again going to be put into the Cosmic Force treasury and then distributed into Cosmic Force rewards, including planet holders and CFX rewards, and then also into the liquidity of CFX and Cosmic. Listing on IMDB will also be good as a shop window for Cosmic Force, and this will give more exposure, and again, you know, every opportunity that we find will be good for this. Now it seems we haven't been saying too much about Cosmic Blockchain, but we've been working with AppLayer. They used to be called SparkNet, they're now called AppLayer, and basically we're building a blockchain that we can still use Solidity, and Solidity is the markup programming language that's used for creating contracts. Here's the magic. Working with AppLayer, the Cosmic blockchain for Solidity contracts, and these are contracts that are written in Solidity, which is one of the basic languages for writing blockchain contracts. These contracts, and we're talking about even our existing contracts, will run 10 times faster. 10 times faster than most other blockchains that are out there just now that are based on like the Ethereum type blockchain. Not only are we building a blockchain that will run Solidity 10 times faster than most other Ethereum based blockchains, but we're going to be programming contracts in C++. Now, this is going to give a staggering 65 times faster transaction time than a lot of traditional blockchains out there. Again, this is where we're coming at when it comes to gaming. We want to create a blockchain that's fast. It's got to be fast for gaming, and this is new territory that we're sort of digging up new dirt in everything that we do here. And when you're innovating and you're doing all these new things, it takes time. Some Cosmic Force live shows that are coming up soon will include app layer. We're going to talk to them about the chain technology and how all that works. Originally, Cosmic Blockchain was going to be launched as a subnet on Avalanche, but it's actually quite expensive to do that. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars to have the validators in place to actually do what you need to do. So, as an alternative, and actually a way of working things out a lot better, Cosmic Blockchain is going to sit at the side of Binance Smart Chain. Now, there's a reason for that, and that is that all contracts, everything that we've done crypto-wise in the dApp, has actually been done on Binance Smart Chain so far. And that includes the launch of the CFX token and the Cosmic token that will become the Cosmic coin for the blockchain. Now, the blockchain, it's going to be like a little bit like a side chain to Binance, in that it's going to have real good security for the bridging across. So that is paramount when it comes to the blockchain. But it's going to run as an app chain, which gives the flexibility for us to be able to code in C++ and actually get that 65 times faster processing and transaction speed. Tokens on the Binance Smart Chain will be bridged over to the Cosmic blockchain. And this includes Cosmic, CFX, and also we can bridge over stable coins like USDT and even BNB. Mining claims will be going live in September. Now, what does this mean? Now, it means that the first dirt is going to be dug up from the claim, and we're going to start bringing in the pay dirt. There's a new token going to be coming out called CFP. This is the Cosmic Force pay dirt token, and it represents the pay dirt that you would have been digging with your mining claims over a period of a month. Now, this pay dirt, at some point in the future, there's going to be processing in place that will convert the pay dirt, the CFP token, into NFTs. These NFTs will represent the metals, the precious metals, the minerals, gems, and even ancient artifacts. But right now, the easiest mechanism to get the ball rolling and make sure that we launch the mines promptly in September is that we have pay dirt. Even though the pay dirt token will be there to stockpile and be made into NFTs when the processing plant is fully up and running, we're going to have a mechanism in place that you can sell your CFP token directly for CFX token, and this will be at a rate that we work out to be viable for the project and also good for the miners. Once the Cosmic Force pay dirt token is sold, it will be available like via the marketplace for other people to buy. Why would other people want to buy the pay dirt token? Well, here's the reason why. In the beginning, it'll be pure pay dirt. We don't know what's in it. We only find out what's in it when you go to processing. So in theory, it's like buying a lucky bag or doing like a lucky dip, right? You don't know what you're going to be getting. And so the pay dirt is going to be there available. If you're a miner and you want to sell for CFX directly and cash out on the CFX, that's all good. Maybe what you want to do, you want to stockpile and get ready for processing, because at the point of processing, it's like the lucky dip time. You could end up with something that's worth a lot more than the value of the pay dirt. If you did sell your pay dirt, it's then available on the marketplace, and any other purchaser can come along and they can, even without a mining claim, they can start stockpiling pay dirt because they can buy it direct off the marketplace. Over the last year, we've done quite a few AMAs, including talking with, of course, Ordinator and the tribe. And on that front, we have took a little bit of a back seat for a little while, and that's mainly because there's been a lot of deep development going on in game. But good news, the live shows, the live AMAs, they're coming back, because they've got to. You know, we've got to get better communication going with you guys. And sometimes, you know, you're so close to the coalface, like digging away and building and doing all the work, that you realise, you know, again, this isn't possible unless you guys are supporting, and we need to support you just as much as you support us. And so the live shows, they got to come back. Audi, well, let's listen to Audi now.
Hey guys, it's Ordinato, and I'm so excited about how Cosmic Force is pushing forward and will soon be released for early access on Epic Game Store. And stay tuned, because very soon, I'm going to be back on the lives, baby. That's right, Ordinato's going to be back with Cosmic Force, where we're going to talk with the team about all things in great detail.
As you see, you know, he's raring to go. He's in the background. He's like, let me at them, boys. And yeah, so we'll be back, and we'll be bigger and better than ever. And now it feels like we've got a lot more to talk about. Something else that's exciting that we're working on in the background is the Cosmic Force mini-series. Now, we did mention a while ago that we may produce a graphic novel. Well, we've gone a little step further since then, and we're looking at actually using AI to help with animation and some of the graphic sequences that we can put together. And we're looking at putting a mini-series out on YouTube. So, exciting stuff. Watch this space. AI has become really important in every aspect of the digital world, and Cosmic Force is no exception. And it's great that we're able to use AI in-game with the bots and also with the audio. And there's going to be lots more integration with AI as we go forward. Now, we're using AI as a tool rather than it's the master. And if you use it as a tool and use it in a creative way, then it's a good thing.
Welcome, Cadet, to Yellow Planet 1C. Your objective is to find and unlock all secure rooms containing plate cores and bring them back here to the starting base. Access granted. Well done, Cadet. You have retrieved the first plate core and secured it from the hostiles.
Okay, I have the first plate core secured. Let's go and collect some more.
Cadet, a faction has infiltrated the Blue Planet 1D military base and needs to be eliminated. Work together with your team and save the base.
And of course, the person behind the Oracle AI helper within Cosmic Force is the one and only Guy from Coin Bureau. And yes, word just in, we have a little report from him right now.
Hey Cosmic Force crew, first things first, this is actually me, Guy, and not some deepfake AI imposter. I just want to clear that up before we go any further. An AI version of me will be instructing the cadets in the game, but I'm hoping very much that the team at WaveM will agree to my wishes that he be 20 years younger and look like David Gandy. But well, let's see, a guy can dream. Now, there have been some incredibly exciting updates and progress on Cosmic Force over the last few months, and they couldn't be coming at a better time because the crypto industry has become a talking point in the US election, and the arrival of quality AAA blockchain games will play a huge role in onboarding the next generation of users across the world, not just in the US. Now, Cosmic will soon be released on the Epic Games Store, which is a massive achievement for the team who've been working so hard on it. And it means it could become one of GameFi's first true breakout titles. Now, it's great to be a part of such an exciting project, and as I've seen from hanging out in the Discord as well, such an engaged and passionate community. You guys are going to be key to Cosmic's success, and I hope you're ready to buckle up and enjoy the ride, because I reckon it's going to get wild pretty soon.
And so, exciting times. There's a lot going on with Cosmic Force, and as we get closer with Epic and we launch onto Epic Games Store, the potential of the Epic Mega Grant, also even Kickstarter, bringing in more eyes and more people into the Cosmic Force world. It's exciting, and as we go forward we want to be embracing more gamers, we want to embrace more gaming YouTube channels and also the crypto channels and getting the word out there. And so together we can do it. It's all about Cosmic Force, it's all about the community, it's all about you.